creation, a world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The Exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as Aura.
Not today, I'm still recovering.
Korak as Lathander.
Did you know that Bug Fables is a game that released in 2019 that is probably the best Paper Mario-like game to ever come out? I am sorry, Thousand Year Door fans. We are now Bug Fabled pilled. Also, everybody remembers Backtrolls!
And Alatos is Gavel.
Mind if I roll need?
And Gimerex as everyone else. Okay, wait, shit. Everyone's funny and for close made me forget what I was gonna say. God fucking damn it!
Really funny, though? Or was it just Alatos? The world may never know! Fuck.
Oh, wait, no, I've got it. If you or a loved one are experiencing mesothelioma, must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, from the greatest set creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers. Higiatsu, what happened last time?
Remember, you own Gyatso.
Yeah, that's the joke. He does not appear to be answering. He appears to be glaring at me angrily after I narrated how his army lost. Now he's flipping me off. That's rude.
Ooh.
While you go do that, I'm gonna go have some ice cream. I'm joking.
Alright, anything else you want to add other than, you successfully defeated the Wyld Hunt?
Yay!
It was not without its costs. The Ashen ones were at, 10 health levels, and they're at size 3 right now.
Whoa!
Ooh.
There's a third of them left in fighting shape. The, 2/3 of the army are substantially injured, even if Novari's magic prevented major casualties. The Wyld Hunt...
Still got
Most of the Wyld
hurt.
Hunt actually survived, too. They were, because Novari's magic worked both ways, incapacitating the vast majority of them. A bunch of them were fished out of the ocean, or were swallowed by Jeffrey and are currently being kept safely in his tummy.
Huh.
It's okay, he knows better than to swallow them and digest them for now. They're in the waiting room.
Thank goodness.
Also, in a separate chamber inside Jeffrey is Gavel, who was brought to incapacitated in order to fake her own death to avoid a heavenly doom.
Mm-hmm.
How things look from the exterior, probably to everyone, is Gavel and Malik did a mutual kill. Is how it's parsing to most people.
I can't believe Gavel's dead.
As things are going up the
grapevine. I can't believe Gavel's freaking dead. They hit the Gavel gon.
Malik did actually die, though. You gave him a fucking heart attack, and by you, I mean Spider.
Good riddance.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, wasn't he an ally, technically? Oh, no.
Well, regardless of his armor is still there.
We'll see Lathander poking and prodding his body. Hello?
Yep, he's dead.
I would like to roll to see if I can know if he's dead.
Alright, go ahead and roll your choice of sagacity or awareness. With force.
8 successes. Actually, no. I did that incorrectly. That is only 6 successes.
That's still enough. Yeah, he's dead. But you do get relevant information out of this roll. His hungry ghost, his lower soul, the animal instinct, is still in the body and would be emerging from his corpse to cause problems at night. Unless he is, given proper funerary rites. Or cremated, that would usually do the trick too. His upper soul, however, is conspicuously gone.
Any of you know the rituals for the Wyld Hunt for funerals?
New Age just shrugs. I think they're usually shipped back to their motherland for that. Are we letting these guys go? They're, for the most part, in, She looks down. Why the hell? Hey! I'll have to... I don't know why you guys designed his stomach to look like a ballroom.
Who, Jeffrey?
Also, Korak, make a, separate, any fortitude plus awareness roll.
It has to be awareness this time.
Yes, opposed by this. Aura can make this roll as well.
Alright, you said, force?
Fortitude.
Okay, fortitude plus awareness. Oh man, that's only 8 dice. I don't know if I can do this. I honestly don't think I can do this, Rex.
Let's see.
If
them
you roll
rolls.
a couple tens, maybe.
I'm... 1!
Wait, what? How much? How much?
Aura might be able to clinch this out if she could think of a good stunt for why she would be paying hyper attention right now.
8.
Ooh.
We have to beat... Actually, yeah, no, yeah. No, 10! Sorry, 10!
Actually.
Yeah, we can't beat this. Rex, this is actually impossible to beat, even with 2 extra
on.
dice.
What?
I will give you this note of, counting the elephant's
Let's see.
wrinkles, / your perfect
Let's
memory
see.
charm, something is weird. Someone is missing, perhaps, more accurately.
Let's see.
Hey, where did Novari go?
In my...
Let me see if I can retro stunt this.
He was possessing you,
Oh!
and now it's all quiet.
Let me see. I got to retro stunt it to fit one of my intimacies too. So I can get the +4. Let me see.
A demon napping has occurred.
So what are we looking
As
for
far as you
exactly
could
here?
tell, Lythander just kind of paused mid-examining, Malik's corpse, and may or may not have said something out loud about Novari not being there.
So Novari was supposed to be with Malik.
No,
was supposed to
Lythander
have
was supposed to
Novari.
have Novari on him because he, possessed Lythander in order to avoid having his face exploded by the third circle demon a while back.
You know what?
He talked like this. He was the guy who prevented the whole mass casualties via turning it into a rom-com.
You. Right.
I sound like both
And
Beavis
I-
and Butthead at once.
I remember our arrangement went pretty swimmingly. So I wonder what the hell he's. So this smells to me like a scam.
Roll 4 more dice.
Perhaps like a funny little scammeroo. Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Unfortunately, that is
It's
not enough.
only 7.
Also from counting the elephant's wrinkles. Hey, Lythander, someone very important in your life did the fucking trick where they vanished from memory again.
Son of a bitch!
You don't remember exactly who he is, but you know those memories have been tampered with by someone fitting a vague nightcast-shaped profile, deleting himself from the collective memory to do schemes.
Do I remember a small little rat?
Yes.
Do I remember a mirror?
You remember that you have a solar nightcast partner who loves to use this trick where he vanishes from people's memory?
Question, if I could beat a sidereal by doing that, can I beat a nightcast by making a roll?
Potentially? Keep it... yeah, go ahead and make me a fortitude integrity check.
I'm gonna ask for sagacity since this is technically a magical...
You know what? You want to try and hit yourself with Curse Shattering Strike?
Yeah, sure, I'll punch myself with Curse Shattering Strike.
Alright, go ahead and make Force Sagacity. Difficulty 7.
Alright. I am going to spend a... Would I have got an emote back?
Yes.
I'm gonna spend that mote for an excellency then.
Oh, meanwhile, the Ashen ones are having are
Ooh.
now you. After you slug yourself in the jaw, you are able to recover fragments of what happened during that fight, of a combatant who really should have been helping out, who on the surface didn't appear to be, but you remember there being a master of the white veil style of martial arts to fight socially, to poison people with words alone, and to cause people to fall over dead from poison or a sleeping sickness a long time after they are actually exposed to said brutality. You remember someone matching the vague description of this person, darting back and forth on the battlefield, screaming pleasantries at people, infecting them.
Mm-hmm.
And near the end of the fight, you remember this person approaching you, and it is at exact that point in time when you stopped hearing Novari.
Amir, did you steal Novari?
Oh,
Question: what's the curse look like that I punched out of me? Because I passed it with 1 success.
it looks like a little cartoon caricature of Amir.
I look at that thing and say, "What's?"
Who, I'll remind you, it looks like Chills and Korak, the people, face morph together.
So, where's your master?
What do you mean, it's you?
Where's the person? Where did you originate from?
You punched me out of
No. No, that's not the question here, little one. For whom put the curse on me?
I don't know.
You don't know where you originate from.
Nope. Well, and yeah, I do. You.
No, you don't originate from me.
Sure I do. You gave me a personality.
You're not... You just see Lythander just wanting to yell at this poor little thing, but is like, no, I shouldn't yell at this poor little child. Unless he says a slur at me.
At this point, the Ashen Ones are in a mixture of open celebration at having finally beaten Prasad in a proper military fight and quote-unquote mourning Gavel. The lion's share of your troops know that this is an act, and because that you passed several performance checks in the last session, the Wyld Hunt seems to have been fooled by it, but they're putting on a very convincing performance of mourning you.
No, not my sliggily piggly Gavel.
What the fuck?
I don't know what I just said. I'll be real with you, Rex. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I don't know what I just said.
Content warning for discussion of war crimes.
Oh boy.
There's the issue now of what to do with the Wyld Hunt now that you've captured and subdued most of their leaders, and the bulk of their forces are either treading water in the ocean or trapped in Jeffrey's tummy.
Well, I mean, we have to get this guy back to where he needs to go. Who needs to be, I'd point at Malik.
Another detail I'll give I didn't quite get to earlier. His higher soul is missing.
You did say that. What does that mean?
It probably means either he's gone off somewhere in the underworld, or he was included in the clause that let Sky Sundering Shadow take the souls of the defeated.
Can I call Sky up real quick?
Go ahead and give me a performance to do a prayer check to her.
Alright.
Exalts can pray to each other.
That's true. I don't think I'd have a spare mote from using Curse Shattering Strike, because I don't think enough time would have passed for me to recover all of them.
Not yet, no.
5?
Alright, what do you want to say to her?
Hey, question, was the General's soul taken by you? This is higher soul taken by you? Just wondering, because there's the lower soul still here, and just wondering if he was part of the clause there, or if we have to worry about somebody else trying to steal the things that we said you'd take.
You start getting the Cloud Strife, Mako, flashback distortions in behind the back of your eyes as you hear a response psychically projected back to you. Apologies for the distortions. This is the first time I've used this charm on someone who's alive.
Am I alive, though?
Well, you certainly feel like you're dying as you're getting this message. It is incredibly unpleasant to experience. Chained Whisper's Torment or something, I think it's called. Okay. To let Abyssals create Discord calls with people.
Gotcha. What did she say?
Well, she's still talking with you right now.
Okay.
Yes. Bawaro Akbar Malik is his name. I have him on the hammer right now if you want to speak with him. Fuck you!
Okay, no, honestly, I was just wondering if you were the one who took him, or we had to worry about something else. Also, we didn't kill him, technically, that was Spider, so I'm not sure where that lies in the contract, but I mean, I guess he was fair game. Since Spider...
The wording of the contract is that the souls of the Wyld Hunt would go to me. No mention was made about their cause of death.
Understandable, that is the contract we designed, gotcha. I can't... That's just on us there. Honestly, thank you for all the help with this. Just be gentle, I ask, with their souls.
You realize I'm hammering his soul into a hunk of metal, yes?
That doesn't mean you can't be a bit gentle and then do it rough.
You get the impression of a single raised eyebrow.
Malik, don't worry, I'll eventually find a way to break you out of that. She knows that.
Malik is going to try a persuasion check on Lythander to convince, him to convince, to convince you to try and get him off the fucking anvil!
I don't know about that. He did try to kill me.
He is going to be using, scrolling down to the... Actually, no, he's not a Dragonblood anymore. He's a ghost. He doesn't have access to that charm.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to turn off Exaltation is to die!
Yeah.
Well then.
So,
What's your resolve?
He beats it.
Do you want to accept this influence of him trying to convince you to get him off the fucking anvil, or would you like to hard bargain or refuse?
I'll attempt. It doesn't mean I have to make a good attempt, right?
Not really, no.
So, hear me out, Sky. Or, do you mind saving him for a little bit longer so that we can interrogate the soul on a little bit more about the Wyld Hunt's strategies?
Go ahead and give me a presence roll with an automatic stunt, any attribute.
Okay. I feel like that's not a terrible thing to ask, but...
Yeah, that's why you're getting a stunt.
4 successes?
That's a success, because it pings off of one of her hidden intimacies to lower her resolve.
Gotcha.
Psychic impression of a heavy sigh, followed by the gentle psychic sigh of a hammer being laid down.
I'm not saying you don't have... You're not... I'm just saying not right now. I mean, as soon as this phone call's over, you probably can.
You, anathema. You realize you're technically an anathema now, too, right? That's not to you, Lythander, that's to him.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, I knew that. You were calling me that slur the entire time.
Regardless, I have more to do in death than I was able to finish in my lifetime. I will be more used to you. I'll be more used to the world alive than dead. Now that I'm a spirit, I can take the fight upstairs. He's gonna try a persuasion check on Sky Sundering Shadow.
Okay. Good luck. I mean...
Oh my god.
He's pretty good at influencing, I guess. I mean, give him his own YouTube channel, I think he'd make a pretty friendly.
She's going to hard bargain out of that.
Aww.
Hold on a moment. When you say you wanted to strike back, who were you speaking of? Well, I clearly... you weaken in death. I'm not that much of a fool to not understand that. And I won't be strong enough to take on Gavel again, that's for sure. Regardless, though, now that I'm a spirit, I can exist on a different battlefield. He looks upward. Hey, Gavel.
Yes.
It's gonna take the fight to heaven now.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yep, that's why he's stunk on as a ghost. That's his unfinished business.
Heaven is his unfinished business?
Yep.
Oh my goodness sakes. Oh, man.
You realize the very essence of heaven is anathemic to that of the underworld, yes?
Is that a question for me? Or...
She's saying that to him.
Oh. And
you see, at this point, Lythander, you get a psychic projection of the actual events that are happening as, Sky Sundering Shadow, standing on a, hyper-tall stool, is balanced over, a partially melted ghost version of Malik. Like, everything from the, waist down is goo, and is being mixed in the metal slurry.
I see her shooting your goo, my dude.
Sky Thorning Shadow doesn't look mad, she just looks disappointed.
Understandable.
Alright, essentially, the gist of what is being, the hard bargain here is, instead of, taking Malik on as some kind of side general or something, you may have a point, you may cause more damage out there than you would as a soul and a piece of armor. Lythander. And I think that, I think that you just see Malik's soul just kind of shake his head going, no. Would you like to take custody of this man? No.
Oh, you're offering me custody? I mean...
Oh, no, I'm not offering custody. I'm just asking if you would be, more willing to use this figure as his current form rather than shoved into a ring or something.
Oh, sure. His current form might be well. I mean, we still have... can I summon... Do I still have access to summoning, what's his name? The Economy?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it will make a nice soul to the collection. You hear the, no!
I will say that Skystorm Shadow has actually committed a mote for subtle expression merit to carry on a separate conversation with Malik at the same time.
Gotcha.
And I do think that she is going to be committing additional motes for actually no, she's going to build will. You say would you be more use alive than dead? Prove it. And she spends 5 will, some of which she gained from one of her initiation methods, to cast 5 gifts to power up Malik. What I have just given you is a charge of power that will stay with you for the remainder of your new existence in order to make you more effective in your pursuits against upstairs. I should note this will also increase resilience against necromantic bindings. Side glance at Lythander. Invitation to go ahead and give it a shot.
Sure, I'll do it. What do I need to do?
It's a venture.
Sure, what do I need to roll?
We'll get to that in a moment as I'm finished doing this description.
Gotcha.
And additionally, and hang on a second. She says a bunch of, shit that you don't hear to, Malik. Alright, yeah, let's go into, you might want to take care of that summoning venture later, though, because that's fairly time-consuming, and there's gonna be a couple other things that will become apparent, that might take a bit higher priority. I'm saying you could do it, you could definitely give it a shot if you want to, but, there's gonna be an issue that pops up. How's Aura doing?
Aura enters the scene. Hey guys, what's going on? Laugh track.
Yep,
Raucous applause.
UA is busy. Nue is busy stripping Malik's
Oh,
armor
my.
off. It is incredibly difficult to get off. It is, as mentioned, a first stage bit of, hang on a second. The armor appears to be shifting in position and place. You notice moon silver plating underneath of it?
Oh shit!
This is armor that resonates with Lunars in addition to Dragon Bloods.
In addition to me.
Yeah, you resonate with everything.
Yeah.
Essentially, this thing has modes
shit.
similar to a Common Rider.
Oh shit! They built that shit like a chip bag, like a bag of chips. How the outside is like plastic, and then the inside is.
I think similar real life suits of armor have had multifaceted constructions like that too. So yeah, I'm not sure if Lythander mentions anything involving the person who may or may not be Amir doing shit, as well as.
Sorry, I almost forgot. I need to tell you guys. My husband.
Oh, Lythander, hello, what's up?
Who?
Sorry.
What's up? What's
I
weird
point
about
to
him?
the little cheese.
Oh no, you might remember that, but Aura make a fortitude integrity check.
Oh boy.
E-Solars beat
Good thing I have an
NPC
excellence
Solars
for
if
that.
it comes to it.
Nope,
Wow.
that doesn't
Nope.
come to it.
Goodness sakes.
Di-
Low rolls
dial-up
tonight.
noises as Lythander's talking about this guy.
Oh, I know who. And then I grab my
Amir
mouse.
Jr., yes.
And as Amir Jr. looks at Amir Jr.
I'm gonna have Nue make a roll for that, too.
Well.
She'll be using it.
Also, Amir Jr. has evolved from run of the mill rat to sewer rat. So he's
All right,
he's chunky.
Nue is busy massaging her temples, brushing all of the dirt and seawater and crusted sand off of her. Okay, hang on a second. I've heard about this trick where a Nightcast can use an ability to make you not remember them, like what sidereals have going on. I'm assuming that's what's being done here.
Yes, I believe that is the case.
Ooh.
I stare.
Any idea why?
I stare at the mini Amir that I created. I think whoever put this on me looks like this.
I will keep an eye out for that, and it's about this time I should let you know that, I have super hearing. Well, that's not relevant. What is relevant to that is
You're a whale?
some of the Wyld Hunt appears. Regardless, some of the Wyld Hunt are falling ill rapidly.
Oh. That's good. Not good. That's not good.
It's really cutting short a lot of the heartfelt romantic confessions that Gavel's people are making to them when they just fall over dying.
I mean, they're dying knowing that they're truly loved. I mean, what greater pleasure can one have?
Living?
What greater pleasure can one have? Than at
Nue gives Aura the side glance of, does this motherfucker not stop doing bits?
No, I don't. I can read lips,
Lythander.
as I say, looking at her
Lythander
eyes.
is like a shark.
Looking at her
Lythander
ears,
is like
actually.
a shark. Lythander is like a shark. If he stops doing bits, his heart can't pump blood anymore. and he
That's why
dies.
he seems so pained with that sidereal whenever she was around.
She was just a cried old dick.
Yes.
She liked
Indeed she
Crayola,
was.
you know. I don't know anybody who does.
Thank goodness that's over. And we'll never have to deal with that character again.
Ever.
You legitimately won't have to for a while because she's knocked out of it for like 3 arcs.
But yeah, good to know we got some progress on that armor there. We might be able to scuba dive. We might be able to scuba dive our way back into the Golden City sometime soon.
Oh yeah, that is the armor that explicitly Malik used in order to get in there.
Gotta get in there.
Yeah.
As all this is going on, Gavel, how are you recuperating?
I think, let's see, for the whole ceremony thing, at least for the troops, Gavel is laying in a faux coffin, just sort of hands crossed above her chest, and just sort of laying there like almost a traditional vampire-like pose in a coffin.
Which is very funny, because Abyssals are the vampires of this setting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
In fact, when Exalted was first being pitched, the initial idea was that the Exalted types would devolve into the creatures of the world of darkness.
Oh, wow. All right.
That did not make it past the pitch phase, but that idea is a little bit there if you squint.
That's still fascinating and interesting.
Oh.
All right.
So yeah, that's generally what Gavel's up to at the moment.
You're getting a lot of weird feedback over your Unwoven Coagitator.
Oh boy. All right, what is this feedback?
The demons who normally whisper advice and information to you seem to be arguing with each other.
Uh-huh.
You'll still be able to use the use of that feature throughout this session, but otherwise you are occasionally getting feedback of demons beating the shit out of and arguing with each other on hot mic.
Oh no. What? Can I parse what they're fighting about?
Go ahead and give me a fortitude, your choice of awareness or integrity.
Fortitude and awareness or integrity. All right. Good thing I did this. Let's see. So 4 plus. Okay, that'd be that. And 4 successes.
Alright, it was a base difficulty of 3, so that's a success.
Thank goodness.
Runs the gambit of, there is a small selection of just standard demon beef of who ate someone's friend, who slept with someone's partner, who stole someone's musical instrument to make a separate rival band.
Uh-huh.
But the vast majority of it appears to be deeply personal vendettas that you've heard some of these individuals and voices over time that you know were not there earlier. And I think how this actually, the important thing to actually note here, how best to phrase this? You've normally never heard demons complain about making too many noises in call, or about oddly human-like complaints about things that really only humans should be able to complain about, like lack of air or
Lack of food.
leaving dirty pairs of lack of food, dirty pairs of pants all over the place. For
Why are you
for
all
all the
naked?
world, it seems like there seems to be some epidemic among the First Circle demons manning these comms of someone deliberately fucking with their relationships.
Huh.
Like someone is like on this scale for these many demons that you're listening to over the course of the next day or so, it's at least keeping you entertained, I will say that much. But
Thank
the
goodness.
point is that there seems to be something going on in Malpheus that is sabotaging relationships between people in a way that demons normally aren't concerned with.
Okay.
In effect, this is someone imposing human intimacies on inhuman creatures.
Interesting.
Like, normally demons don't usually get into a fist fight arguing over if The Last Jedi was good or bad.
They normally all agree that it is the best movie that has ever came out.
Honestly, that would probably depend on which Yozi the demon descend from on their
Yeah.
opinions on media.
Yeah.
That's it, Flash Forward. Do you guys want to go check out the Ashen ones and tend to the wounded?
Yeah, that should probably be a good priority to do.
Hey,
Heal my army.
so you recognize from counting the elephant wrinkles parrot's charm. Yep, that's White Veil sickness that a bunch of the Wyld Hunt crew has.
Do White Veil. Yes. Okay.
Effectively, what that is essentially it's a sleeping sickness.
Hmm.
You know what happened to the population
no.
of the world in the first part of the Sandman? dream is captured and a bunch of people fall asleep and never wake up, or can't sleep, or have all sorts of sleep-related horrifying issues.
Huh.
Nap time has been forcibly initiated. Unhealthy
Uh-oh.
nap time. Like, if you feel some of their pulses, their pulse appears to be going unnaturally slow. It is not affecting the Ashen ones, I should note. They seem fine. It's only the Wyld Hunt.
Okay. Huh.
And as Lythander and Aura are doing this, you'll get a lot of tearful notes from the from the Ashen ones. Oh, ma'am, it's horrible. I was going to propose to him and try and save him from Prasad's indoctrination, and then he fell asleep and he won't wake up!
Oh, goodness.
Other similar lamentations ensue.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you say to him?
I had to, I said that because I didn't know what else to say to him.
You know what? That's fair. You're not a
Maybe.
leader, after all.
Yeah. Damn, this ain't good. Anyway.
Spider slides up.
Oh, hey, I forgot you were here. How was your fight?
Spider's also holding an egg.
Spider eats the egg, and... Well,
Damn, this ain't good.
my understanding is that... Normally, the Neverborn would be pissed that we left any of them alive, but there is this thing called the Chivalry of Death we're supposed to follow, saying that if we kill an army's leader and then leave the rest of them alive and in fear, that technically still satisfies the Neverborn.
Okay.
So I guess I'm doing alright if you're asking on a spiritual level. In terms of a fight, that was pretty sick.
Good.
Cool boat.
Yes, it was.
What the fuck's wrong with these guys? He says, looking around at the Wyld Hunt's mass nap time.
That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
They had to endure a 4-hour run, and now they're like this.
I'm assuming that is what happened to Alatos 5 seconds after he hung up the call last time.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Spider just scratches the back of his head. So do we kill them, or... Like, what are we gonna do with these imperialist fucks? There's a bunch of shouting back at him from the Ashen ones of, how dare you threaten to kill my soulmate?
I mean, they're their soulmates, so I mean, we're not going to do anything, I think, to them.
Well, even if they're defeated, they're still going to fight for Prasad, right?
They might not.
Hard to say, the vast majority of them are asleep and in no position to respond.
That is very true.
I think that one of the tags that Nue assigned to Jeffrey here might be effective. Fortified. That would mean there would be a massive stocks of supplies in order to supply a siege. And critical among supplies, medicine.
Very true.
Nue returns with her arms supernaturally enhanced to her kaiju size and carrying in both of them massive packets of smelling salts. You think these will help?
I think.
This is going to be a medicine venture in order if you want to try and stop a big murder.
Yeah, I'll stop the big murder.
Alright, this is going to be an acting under pressure generic venture of, let's go into the types of ventures. Oh, acting under duress is the general name. First obstacle. Hey, there's so many fucking people sick. How are you going to save them?
Mushrooms.
And an automatic stunt with that, but this is difficulty 6 still.
Okay.
Your choice of either sagacity or craft.
I'm going to use sagacity. I am going to actually... Would enough time have passed that I got a moat back?
Yes, you would have gotten 2 back because of your Hearthstone.
Gotcha. So I am going to spend a moat for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 successes.
Sakes.
Hey!
Sorry.
Against difficulties...
Yeah, no, that's 11, yeah. Difficulty
That clears
6, so I
with,
have
Yep,
5.
that clears with 4 overflow. 5 overflow, yeah.
I don't...
One of the
sorry, I was going to say, I don't know why the dice actually said hi to me today for these rolls, but okay.
One of the example things you could use here for an extra 3 successes is calling for backup. There is actually one group that may be able to assist in this matter, funnily enough.
Do I know who would they be?
The Silver Pact.
Yeah, but they don't like me, so...
Why not?
Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm thinking that was Leopard's group.
Oh no, it is.
I thought they didn't like me anymore. Or was it just Leopard who doesn't like me?
I think it's just Leopard.
It's just Leopard, he's just that much of a jackass, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll call on help for the on my allies in the Silver Pact.
Okay,
Aura shakes her head for no discernible reason.
I do also have 2 more successes that I can use there. What are the others I can use it for?
You could spend one of those on getting +2 dice on dealing with consequences from cutting corners, which I'm gonna say cutting corners is going to need to happen in order to prevent mass death.
Then I will do that.
Hey, yeah, cutting corners, scrolling up to completing the venture faster than usual, but more severe consequences will happen if, like, you could skip intervals, but there are automatic consequences.
Gotcha. I'll take it.
Okay. I think that some of the consequences we are going to be working into here is that someone gets away.
Do we know? By someone gets away, is it an enemy or somebody that we need to talk to gets away?
Gavel,
Yesin.
you feel Novari scream in pain.
Uh-oh.
Now, there are certain bowels of Jeffrey you can maneuver about unseen, as everyone is in the stomach to tend to the wounded.
Indeed.
So you can participate in this venture if you need to.
Excellent. Alright, why is Novari screaming? How do I make the Novari not scream?
Someone is, torturing him.
Oh, great! Awesome!
You have to find him first things first.
Yep. How would I go about, or what do you want me to do for that?
Rex, can I roll for putting 2 and 2 together?
Yes.
What do I roll for putting 2 and 2
Integrity.
together?
Fortitude, integrity.
Okay.
6?
That's 6.
Hey, someone kidnaps Novari.
Uh-oh.
The exact specifics of who are unclear, but, given how the rom-com seems to be going wrong, someone's trying to change the script at the last second. Forcibly. To kill the Wyld Hunt.
We've got a credit. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a
Oh,
critic.
it's a mirror.
Yep. Though I don't know that yet.
Go ahead and give...
Gavel, do you have a
Let's see.
do you have a tracker on him?
Rises from the coffin like Vincent Valentine.
Let's see. How can I track Novari? Or do I have any way of tracking Novari?
You bound him, so that would...
True.
Go ahead and give me, your choice of integrity or sagacity plus fortitude.
I will definitely take that sagacity for that. I don't think I have an excellence in that. Nope. All right. So this will be... So glad I upped my fortitude. 3 successes.
Well, the good news is that you can track him. The bad news is that whatever has him is moving superhumanly fast.
Oh, great.
And there is a zoom out as we see Amir running around everywhere on Jeffrey with lightning speed.
Well, I have some good news and some bad news. Good news is Novari's still, quite clearly, on the island. Bad news, whoever has Novari appears to be moving at lightning speed.
Lightning speed, you say?
Essentially, yes.
Aura, I would like an any attribute plus athletics roll to catch up to this fucker.
I would like to activate lightning speed.
Yep, and Amir will also be activating lightning speed.
How many motes we got back?
You would have gotten 1 back.
Alright, I'll use that one. Let's roll the dice.
Mhm. With double 8s for both of you.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hey, that's not bad. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 successes.
Wow, Novar. Amir rolled hot garbage, or whoever that is rolled hot garbage.
Good.
I'll get him.
Get him.
And I'll also go ahead and take the mode that lets me do this again without spending the mode.
Here's what you see. After a few seconds of running around at flash-style speeds at the tallest peak in Jeffrey, at the very top of his head, there is a figure who is perfectly disguised via the Nightcast anima effect, dangling Novari off of a cliff. Batman interrogation style. He has been, even though he is a figure made of shadow, there is still a body in there that he somehow seems to be able to clutch. And you could tell also from approaching at the speed, he has ghost eating technique turned on. He was about to
What does
deal
that
the
mean?
final blow to kill Novari permanently.
Oh, goodness.
Ghost eating technique is a solar version of Spirit Slaying stance.
Oh
And-
dear.
Because you beat him, you are able to close in, and would you like to stop him?
Make sure our playwright doesn't die.
Got it. Stop right there. You.
Amir sighs and decommits the vanishing from memory method. All your memories about him come back.
I'm here. I knew it was you somehow. Somehow I always knew.
Do you want to win this war or not?
Weren't we in the process of winning the war already?
Do you really think they'll just give up? And join hands and skip in a circle and marry their sweethearts and not kill the people they've been religiously instructed since birth to kill?
Yes. I mean, kinda, yeah. That's
Not how
kind
it
of the whole
works.
idea.
Flashbacks to it actually working that way.
I mean, hey man, if I may remind you, it's not the first time you've been caught out of your depth, my friend. I recall you being opposed to my miraculous plans before, and, well, let's just say, things tend to work out just fine when you can trust each other, Amir. So what's with this, huh? Why not help a sister out, huh? Why not lend a friendly hand and reach out?
What's bothering me is that
What's
you're letting
bothering
the Imperialists walk away alive.
Alive but changed, my
They
friend.
don't
Alive
change.
but
They
different.
can't change. You think I'm doing this out of hatred for them? Yeah, maybe a little. I'm not completely ignorant. I'm doing this to help you. I'm doing this to protect all of you and all of your people.
Yeah. I gotcha. It's, not exactly the kind of, situation I'm super comfortable with.
And, moreover than that,
That,
the other reason to do this is because this fucker is a mind-controlling bastard. I don't control minds, you shut up. Making people fall. Love is sacrosanct. Anyone who interferes with that deserves the axe. You would know from Gavel's pack subscriptions, this legitimately isn't mind control. He is just effectively doing magical speed dating or pairing together people who would fall in love in other circumstances to make that happen.
Novari is just a fantastic matchmaker.
Yes.
well, I could tell you what he's actually doing, but I don't know if you'll believe me. So, regardless, I get you, man. I really do. It's pretty hard to let go of a bunch of, well, war criminals. Especially considering, the alternative. But, but think about this. We're going to be saving, we have the potential to do what we might not ever see again in a million years. You might be able to, you saw what happened in the conference. We got them to back off not once, but twice over the course of our words swayed the hands of nations that have never been swayed before. We're this close to making real history out here. You just gotta believe in it. Believe in the possibility of something.
And what do you think they'll do after they turn around and leave us alone? If you remember what that bitch said, we are only the excuse they were using to conquer the coast. You think they're gonna go home empty-handed? Or do you think they're more likely to take out their frustration on local towns and villages across the way? I don't hold any illusion that what I'm doing is fraught. This is the only solution to a messy fucking problem. It has to be done.
Which is what exactly?
Ending the problem and letting the disease take its course.
The disease?
The White Veil disease.
Oh. Searching memory banks. Oh, right. The thing that... Oh, right, because it was him.
He's the White Veil stylist.
Because it was him doing... Because he was him doing that. Right.
Nori's trying to say a lot of shit right now, but he had... the other Solar's hand is clutched tightly around his throat, and remember, Solars have all those anti-Creatures of Darkness effects. Novari's in absolute agony right now.
I'm gonna say, this is a difficult position to be in.
Politics are always a pain in the ass.
And then I haven't had to take an important decision. On one hand, I can effectively eradicate an evil empire off the face of the planet. But on the other hand, we can...
Yes?
Gavel? What's on the other hand?
Gavel's head emerges from underneath a secret rock tunnel.
On the other side of what exactly?
So Amir is saying that we should kill them all.
Okay.
Not your people, of course, just the Wyld Hunt.
No, we shouldn't do that.
Okay,
you of all people.
Yes, I know, right? So fucking ironic of me, of all people, not saying to murder our enemy. But no. Here's the reason I say no. Is that, thanks to Novari's wonderful script, these people seem like they've given themselves to a higher cause. Tell me, and again, I know this is really ironic of me, of all people, to be saying this, but...
To me, of all people.
The power of love is, quite frankly, the most powerful force I've seen, which, as much as I despise that fact, it appears to be the case.
And you don't think letting someone who can force people to fall in love should exist?
It's not forcing them, Novari is just one... Novari! She claps twice.
Yeah.
Could you please explain the process of how you've basically managed this whole matchmaking setup of yours?
I send my first circles out and get people's information based off what I pick up in the darkness. Then I pair them together based on hobbies, sexual orientation, gender identity, preferences. Essentially, he is narrating that he is the magical equivalent of a dating website.
Yep. Any other questions?
Why should I trust a single word he says?
Because I bound him. That's why.
Or, Gavel, please give me a difficulty 10, any attribute plus presence roll.
Any attribute plus presence? Oh, goodness. Hold on. Darn it.
Or
All
could
right.
also make this roll instead, too, if you want. Or aid actions can also be taken into account here, too.
We'll do we can possibly do aid. However, I do have very good presence.
Oh, sorry,
so
difficulty
hold on.
9, not 10.
That's either way. All right. I'm gonna either way. It will be this. I need to get some good rolls. I need
I'll try. I'll try for an
4
8
successes.
on that.
Do I have
I'll
anything
try
for
for an 8 on
presence?
that.
I don't think I do.
6
Gavel will
successes.
roll 4 more dice.
4 more dice. All right. 2 additional successes, so we're at 6.
Lysander, would you also like to aid?
Can I even aid?
Did you follow everyone else up to the cliff?
Well, I've been trying to cure people.
You know one person who did follow them up there?
Pedro?
Spider!
Oh.
Oh, goodness.
Spider's gonna activate Dread Tiger Symmetry.
Which
Doubles
does...
9s on intimidation checks, which he is using as an aid action here.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Spider trundles up to him. Stares Amir down. Let's roll those dice.
Ooh.
Alright, Gavel, roll 5 more dice.
5 more dice. 4 additional successes.
That's just
so
barely.
That, I believe.
Solar's
Yep,
win
10.
ties. Oh no, wait. Solar's win ties, but that's only difficulty 9, so just barely.
Yep, thank goodness.
With every resource at your guys' fucking disposal, you clinch it.
Pretty much. We almost hit dice cap on that, too. Oh, goodness.
I think what Spider says as he's walking up to him is, come on, man. We can always kill them once they've left the island. Let's not break their hearts.
Slowly turn my head to Spider.
Yes, let's break their spines instead with coitus.
Concrete grinding on concrete noises. He flings Novari to the ground and walks away.
Thank you.
You know, I was telling the truth. Shut the fuck up! The reason people hate demons isn't because they're evil or any shit like that. It's because you guys fundamentally can't understand humanity. That's why the Sun and the other incarnate picked us in order to beat the shit out of you, because you were too busy wandering around in whatever bullshit of, what, fucking romantic comedy scripting? Whatever the fuck that is? To realize you were murdering people. Ruining lives. Destroying all creation around you. And that's why we rebelled. You don't get it because you can't get it. I get it, though. What? You think that because I'm a demon I can't understand love? Novari's gonna do an instill action on Amir.
Oh boy. Please. Please.
Rolling with double 9s.
Oh my goodness. No 9s, however. 2 10s. Put that at 5 successes.
Novari, Amir boosts his resolve via an unknown major intimacy to make that fail. Solar's win ties.
Darn it. Hold
Can I
on.
attempt to aid?
Aid Novari? Yes, you can.
Okay. Yes.
Well, actually, this is a weekend
What do I roll
action,
for
not an
this?
instill.
I'm going
Okay.
to be rolling embassy. Amir, if I may, I have this strange, feeling that you might be hiding something something inside yourself. There's some sort of mental block within you. Something that makes you not want to accept the potential of a reality other than the one you already knew. That refuses to conceive of your reality as an incomplete version of the beauty that is the true world in which we reside. And there's things out there that you have to allow into you for those conversations to start happening. After all, it's like I always say, not every important conversation can be had on good terms. Sometimes you just gotta help.
Alright, go ahead and roll an 8 action for Novari with a stunt.
Alright.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Novari goes to Cap.
I could have probably rolled on my own.
Novari's getting double 9s and you don't, if that's relevant. Hi, that's relevant.
That's true.
Hi, that's very
look,
relevant.
It's double 9.
So he had
Look,
5
it's double 9s.
Solars win ties, but actually that he only brought it up to a 7. So it succeeds because of the double 9s.
That's an 8.
I think that sentence he just said, what, because I'm a demon, you don't think I can understand love? The facial expression on that Amir had right now indicated that yes, he genuinely thought that.
Ooh.
That effectively broke his cyclock as he realizes, oh wait, they do have human emotion. Wait, what? Error, overflow. And I think this is the time when, Lythander.
Yes?
You get a flashback to Righteous Knife fucking killing one of the primordials.
Okay.
You get a little bit of a flashback as to the exact dialogue that was being exchanged during that of, effectively this demon was, the primordial was effectively a much bigger version of, Yolda.
Oh.
Yeah, even bigger than, effectively, what best way to describe this? An entire chaos god. As opposed to a single greater demon. And, Righteous Knight just kind of killed it.
There.
Yeah, and the exact dialogue mentioned that, she was being powered by the power of love, something demons could never hope to understand. And she used the power of love to kill this thing.
That's fair.
That's very literal, by the way. And it seems that some of her intimacies rubbed off in a very bad way to Amir. Even if what you're saying is true, what? Do we really just let these guys go after your play is done?
Sometimes a good piece of art changes a man. Sometimes a shitty piece of art changes everyone.
Oh yeah, this script has been complete dog shit. Hey, and blares. Novari immediately shuts up.
I mean, think about it though. Why not let it happen? It doesn't hurt anyone, does it?
It could, if we let them go free and they start pillaging the countryside.
Then we kill them. It's one of those where we will give them a chance. If they fail, well...
Fine. We'll let this farce play out until its end. And make no mistake, this whole thing has been a farce since day one.
Wow, are you saying that you're saying that I'm not a good director there, dear?
He cast you as the comic relief! You could have clearly been a leading man!
You do know sometimes the comedy is the best part. I mean, have you ever seen Bahamut Square? Q?
What?
I'm trying to make a Dragon Ball Z reference. I wasn't.
Okay.
I was gonna say Krillin is a comic relief character who's actually the main character, basically.
Ironically, going more Journey to the West, which is Dragon Ball's inspiration, would hit a bit closer here. I guess that Pigsy and Sanzi. Oh god, no, you're comparing him to Oolong.
No.
Okay, good.
Krillin. I said Krillin.
Okay.
The objective man who won everything. He got 17.
Unfortunately, he also became a cop.
Who didn't abuse his power and kill people.
And that's why it's a work of fiction.
Yes.
Anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're speaking truth, but I mean...
Amir crosses his arms. If they do go... If they show any signs of continuing to be imperialists, I will kill them. And not with the fun passing away painlessly disease, with a knife.
Alright, so hear me out. They won't change all at once. They might have a little.
Yeah, and we kill any of them who don't change. I get you.
Yeah, fair. Good, okay.
Amir lightning speeds away. Holy hells! Thank you for the save. He was legit going to kill me in a way that mattered. Spider slowly leans in for the kill. Novari starts screaming.
Spider.
Oh no, I wasn't actually gonna do it. I just wanted to hear him scream.
You know what? I'm sure you did.
Uwe smacks him on the backside of the head. Ow! Dude, read the fucking room. Alright, not to kick you out of your Gavel, but you should probably go back underground before any of the patients wander upstairs and realize you faked your death.
Yes, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll be going now.
And the second you turn around and about face is when you are met with another figure.
Oh no.
Let me look up, it looks a little something like this. Not one for one, but there are multiple heads you are seeing. Each one is of a different body.
Okay. Oh.
Gavel, you know that by in order to sign these surrender oaths, they were made intentionally flawed. For demons, there are certain, let's call them escape clauses, where certain incredibly unlikely criteria could be fulfilled in order to temporarily let a demon leave Malpheus.
Mm-hmm.
For example, an impossible game or wager made with everything on the line could potentially let Sigurith out hang in creation for minutes, because they're the boss of games. They may in fact be voiced by Seto Kaiba. This is not that demon. In fact, from the size alone, you can immediately tell, hey, this is another third circle demon. This is another one of your bosses.
Huh. Immediate bow of respect.
Moreover, I think you recognize this as Orochi, one of the third circle souls of Isidorios, the black boar that twists the skies.
Okay, Orochi.
Yeah, Exalted steals a lot from mythology already. I'm not going to change all the names.
That's fair. The black boar that twists the sky?
Yes. A giant boar that is a black hole.
Oh, yeah!
This is one of his demons, the third soul.
Yeah, one of the silly copies we have outside of the Orichalcum mines.
Yeah! I do think or rather they, because not only is this entity non-binary, they have a different gender for each head.
Let's see.
More disturbingly, one of the heads is yours. Or more accurately, one of the heads has the face of the viewer.
Oh.
Yeah, there is a goat head, there is a snake head, there is a wolf head, bear head, etc. This guy just appeared out of nowhere, it should note. Gavel? I think you get into it. The escape condition for this is winning an impossible war, where all the odds are stacked against you. By those criteria, can the Orochi temporarily leave Malpheus?
Huh. Hello there.
You are the victors in a battle that should not have been won. For that, I congratulate you.
Thank you.
Moreover, while my time in this window is brief from lack of bloodshed, had more died, I would be able to be here for a whole night. Alas, I have precious minutes. Another head picks up the. And every time he says every time this entity says a sentence, it's said by a different head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to get any of the good drama too. No, he does not have Novari's actual speech patterns. It just sounds awfully similar to him. Perhaps more importantly, while we are here, there is the matter of disruptions. It is not one of your kin that has appeared, but there has been an issue in Malpheus that has affected numerous of our second circles. Portions of our soul are at war with each other. Do you know what it is like to oppose the self that is I?
Yeah, I got... Oh, darn it. Yes, I kind of picked up on that earlier, though I think it was the first circles I was getting the difficulties in cooperation, shall we say.
The city of Brass is reaching a boiling point. Should it not be resolved soon, all of hell will tear itself apart in a way that cannot be fixed. We have searched into the methods of this through our own prowess. There is only one clue. An entity, its name, Ouroboros.
How clever.
Its number, Umbral.
Fascinating, and that's all the information you have?
The information that is not secret.
Fair enough.
When you come to Malpheus for your moot, find it and kill it.
That should be easy enough. Well, the killing part, the finding will yet to be seen, I suppose.
Moreover, do this for us and we shall bless you.
Well, I could certainly use one of those.
You seek to bring the battle to them, we shall help you win the war. It's at this point the demonic bindings are starting to seize up around the Orochi as magical circles begin to converge around it. But before it goes, it spends 5 motes.
Oh.
As it uses one of its unique magical workings in the world around it. Not all of it vanishes. The circles cut off one of the heads as it returns back to Malpheus. Now, you know that the Orochi is capable of growing and changing its head, so that's not a major issue.
Mm-hmm.
The issue then is when the head starts burrowing through the ground into Jeffrey. Now, it does not go through his and it does not hurt him, it faces through him.
Huh.
Into the ballroom. The protective symbols that were drawn on the shields and accoutrement of all the Ashen Ones by Iolda begin to shine preemptively. What the fuck? Nue breaks the silence. They're just allowed to leave?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's wood up here. Now, my dear friends, still getting used to that word. I think it's time that, well, after we all get some much-needed rest, that we take a trip to Malpheus.
Nue raises her hand. It's around now, I should point out. I remember the last time Malpheus came up. Someone, I don't know if it was me, there is a gateway about a month's journey away in a city called Palanquin. The issue is that Palanquin has been conquered by Ysir.
Oh, hells.
The slaving empire of sorcerers. Who are your fault? Spider says helpfully. Noe visibly winces. Not this life's fault.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Spider.
I'm helping. Noe shoots Lythander a deeply unhappy look regarding his friend.
Look, I can't control him. He's a good guy.
I think your friend is I think your friend is a toxic influence.
No, he isn't.
No, I'm not.
See, he said he wasn't.
Long, drawn-out sigh.
What, are you saying that I shouldn't believe my friend here?
I don't know why your friend saw it fit to rub salt in centuries-old wounds.
You know, that's fair. Hey, Spider, apologize, please.
I didn't do anything wrong. I was just pointing out a fact.
No. Sometimes pointing out facts can be harmful.
But facts don't care about your feelings.
I know,
Oh
but
my goodness
that's the reason, honey. Spider.
He blinks one eye at a time in a manner like you've done before.
I see I'm influencing you as well, but Spider, please.
Give me a Force plus Presence roll to make Spider apologize.
Force plus presence. Okay.
Difficulty 5.
Two. So no, I do not.
I'm sorry that saying the truth hurt your feelings. Oh, can I go now?
You're going to give me a headache, aren't you, Spider? You can go. You can go.
He wanders off to the beach.
Stepping on the beach. Do, 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 do.
Via defeating, there is one more check you'll have to make in regards to solving the White Veil contagion.
And what's that?
Please give me a difficulty 7 sagacity roll on addressing the Orochi in the room.
Do I add a stunt from the mushrooms? Oh wait, no, I get
Yes.
2 extra dice anyway, right?
Yes, from cutting corners.
Yeah. You gotta be kidding me. Can I get it somehow
Now
reroll?
This doesn't mean it's a failure, I should note. It does mean there's a complication, though.
I know, but it's one of those where do you see all those ones?
Yeah, you rolled 19 dice and only had 3 successes.
I know. Luck couldn't have. I mean, I just wish my luck allowed me to, a steady, hey, I got 4 successes versus 2 dice. They're above a 7. Is this an influence roll at all or anything like that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I think I would be at active, meaning I add my essence to it.
And yep, which is 4. So
Well,
that
no,
brings
this
you to
isn't.
7
Is
success.
this to persuade anything?
No, it wouldn't be actually.
Bargain?
No.
Never mind then. So it's just 2.
You are able to treat the disease,
3.
I should know.
Alright, I'm able to treat the disease. What's the complication?
The complication is that giant snake head that fell through. Now, you have no idea what the fuck that is. I'm not sure if you even saw the whole thing with the third circle demon.
I don't think
It's your call if you did.
I don't think I did.
Hey, there's a giant fucking snake head about the size of a house.
Why is there a snake head here? Hello, is it alive?
Well, technically, no, not anymore, but, yeah, so
No.
we had a bit of a visitor here.
I can see.
One of my, a demon from one of my bosses decided to visit after we had won a war that was deemed impossible to win. And so I was informed that there's been some things, some complications and conflicts going on with the second circle demons in Malpheus. So, and right when the big festival is going to happen as well. So guess where we're going soon?
To a big festival.
In Malpheus, yes.
I should note in the background we see a bunch of Ashen One kids doing fun tricks to test out their new telekinesis. What cornballing is that thing called where you toss the sacks into a hole?
Yeah, cornhole.
They're doing a cornhole with the power of their minds.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we see the ball sail over Lathander's head as he is considering all of this. What the Snakehead's complications are is that the Orochi knew enough to know not to hurt Gavel's men when it used its magic as this way, but Gavel, when the Orochi leaves in its wake, it causes upheaval.
Oh.
In the sense of the black boar that twists the skies, its theme is being unstoppable. It is a force of nature that cannot be stopped.
Goodness.
And from its functionaries, the Orochi is the nature of the beast that creates change via the sheer force of its momentum and its magic.
Okay.
Now, what that means for you, you're probably fine. However, a bunch of that venom and blood sure did splash on the Wyld Hunt. Is that good? Is that bad? Unclear. What does this mean for the betting odds?
Oh, goodness. Probably not good, but that remains to be seen.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Thank you, Anakin.
I think that's a question that's not going to be addressed. If it's addressed tonight, it's not going to be addressed until the very end. So we'll just have to dodge past that and say Lathander is able to prevent mass death from war crimes via Amir.
Thank goodness.
He's not the only one working with it. I'm assuming he also recruits Stargazer and a group of mortal medical agents.
Indeed.
Yes.
As well as one very determined wood aspect, because wood aspects are resilient to disease, so even though he calls you anathema the whole time, he does help you.
That's nice that he's racist, I guess.
Oh, by the way, there was one of our number that you didn't capture. The fellow out in the sea hawking the icebergs at you.
What about them?
Just when I saw him on the ship earlier, or rather on here. On the outside of where you've been keeping all of us captive. Are you gonna kill us?
That depends on you.
If we just walk away, will you let us walk away?
I mean, you'd have to do a few promises, but yes.
You guys signed a contract.
The terms of our surrender, then.
Yes, basically, don't commit war crimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a...
I believe Gyatso was the next in line. Let's ask him. Sir Gyatso, what should we do?
Kill them all. You just see him do a Prasadi, well, no, he didn't like Prasadis, if I remember correctly. I forget.
You're thinking of Malik, who had the loyalty to Prasad punched out of him by Spider.
You're right.
That did not happen to Gyatso, but I should note there is another issue for Gyatso.
Yeah.
Would you like him to take a dramatic injury, or would you prefer him to die?
He'll take a dramatic injury.
Okay.
I don't want him to die. Even though he's your character.
A second medical issue appears to have popped up with him by the time you come to visit and administer treatment.
Oh, great. What's wrong?
A much fucking worse poison than the, this is something that you could tell Amir had no hand in, because this is a 5 elements venom coursing through his veins. He's been poisoned.
Who the frick did this? I will try
And
to
there is-
heal, I guess.
Give me a difficulty 10 sagacity check. Enough time would have passed for you to get a moat back.
4.
Spider's gonna roll an 8 action. But not for the reasons you think.
He wants to fight him.
Oh my god, Spider. How do you roll 10 successes
Oh.
on 8 dice?
Because Spider.
Because he has 8 legs.
Lythander, roll 5 more dice and add double 9s.
Yay. 6 successes.
You know what, I'm gonna rule that... let me find the exact name of the abyssal version of this medicine charm. Because that is what he is using here. It succeeds with his magic, but with numerous caveats here.
Gotcha.
He uses Master Physician technique on him,
Okay.
specifically with the power of Plague Halting Gesture.
Gotcha. What does that do?
Spend 1 mote. The Exalt may choose to immediately halt the progress of a disease or poison, rendering it dormant rather than cure it. For the rest of the story, they may reflexively resume its effects on the target at will.
Oh.
Spider walks up to him and karate chops him on the throat, and all of a sudden the poison stops. For now. Is that what you're trying to do? Alright. Hey, that poison's gonna come back if you ever be a... If I feel like it. Goodbye.
Oh my fucking god! Like, Thunder is just shocked at what was going on there? Okay.
He saw that his friend was trying to do something, and he helped out the only way he knew how.
I know. He's surprised.
Violence.
Jiatsu opens his mouth to start screaming slurs, and then Spider turns back around and does a finger waggle, as sassily as he can. You better not start saying slurs, old man. Don't say the magic word. That's evil magic.
Get my
I need a new mic stand. This keeps falling over.
my creamed corn.
What? So that disease is immediately going to finish the job if he does anything Spider doesn't like. This lasts indeterminately.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, for the rest of the story.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
I should note, you did find 1 clue on him. Mons, M-O-N-S, is the sign of a house in, the Scarlet Empire.
Got it.
You find the Mons of a house you don't recognize on him.
Mhm.
I don't know if Lythander would know much about the center, realm culture. Let's go back to the world map again.
I don't think he
As
would.
that says... Okay, then you don't reckon... I'm not sure if any of the party would.
Back to the map again.
World
Not
map.
again.
They worked so hard on this, we have to use it.
Do we? Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yes.
But
The
Goodbye.
center
Yes,
of
we
creation.
absolutely
That's
do.
where the dragon blood rule the world, or at least try to. From.
Well, here's what I have to say to that. We worked very hard
That's true.
on Jeffrey, clearly. So,
We also
you know,
did.
it's not,
Someone from the
let's see.
center wanted this guy dead.
The center. Okay.
From Archive My Mentality,
That's
you
it.
wouldn't remember Shepard's mentioning of the House of Celsi. The former great house that was, on paper, all mass murdered, in practice turned into the Empress's killing machines. For trying
Wow.
and failing to assassinate her. He may have mentioned something about a blood vendetta. If there is any motive beyond what just happened, that would be it. The member of House Excelsi Sohan isn't immediately attacking you right now. He is taking advantage of the accusion to work his way down the House Excelsi hit list.
Oh, great.
This is now Among Us.
Da, 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 da.
Oh no! I thought
War
the
on
war
You
was
is over. The other issue now of releasing the Wyld Hunt. The House of Celsi operative now has free reign to axe whoever he wants.
Oh, no.
Who knows how long that hit list is?
Hopefully none of us are on that list.
Oh, definitively not.
Yeah.
None of you guys are realm royalty.
Yay.
Yeah, babe.
Lysander, do you choose to share any of this information with everyone else? I guess that's a no.
Bye, Thunder.
Or it's a, Korak had to step away for a moment. It could also be that.
What was that?
Do you choose to explain to everyone else what you learned about House of Celsi's operative?
Yes.
Alright. So the side issue tacked onto this, depending on what you want to do with the Wyld Hunt, if you let them go, a bunch of them might just be slaughtered by the angry operative with the iceberg-making axe. So, I think this is gonna be the elephant in the room we'll be addressing. What do you do with the Prasadi? What do you do with the remnants of the Wyld Hunt? I feel like via the rooftop scene with Amir, you are going to not kill them all at least, but where are you gonna put them then? Or rather, let's answer that question after the finale of Novari's play. Now that it was allowed to go on.
After Amir almost ruined it.
Let's do a roll-off of... He was trying to help! According to him! Novari versus the Wyld Hunt roll-off. Actually, no, this is from targeting a crowd, so this is only 9d10 with double nines.
Oh, goodness. Okay, that's 1 double 9.
Versus the Wyld Hunt. Oh, wait, they have wound penalties. Let's re-roll that again.
Oh, goodness, please. Please. Oh, my goodness!
Man, it would real fucking suck if someone weren't able to give Novari 8 actions.
Man. From beyond the quote-unquote grave, Gavel will whisper and saying, like, yeah, you gotta do... With the Wyld Hunt, you gotta do this, and you especially gotta make sure that you do this.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and give me a presence check from Gavel.
Presence, any attribute?
Finesse.
Or do you want... Finesse? I can definitely do finesse. Okay.
I do wonder what your attributes are like after all the major milestones you guys have gotten.
I know, right?
Do you just have 3 5s?
No, I have 2 5s and 1 4.
I see.
Oh. Goodness. 5 successes.
Novari gets 3 more dice.
Please.
Well, 9 still applying.
Okay.
Alright, that's 3 more successes. So that brings him from 2 to 5.
Indeed.
He still needs to beat the Wyld Hunt 7, though. Anyone else want to help?
2 more. Well, 3 if 3 to beat ties.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'd like to solve.
Help Novari solve the puzzle.
Solve my shipping puzzle, Superman.
Alright, 4
Okay,
successes.
he gets 2 more dice.
Save my fanfic, AO3 commenters.
God, that kind of is what it is. Okay, 2 more successes, so 5, 6, 7. That's a tie.
Oh my goodness.
Defenders still
One
win
more.
ties. Lythander.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to make a performance roll to help sell Novari's play more?
Yes.
About how to have a musical number. The number is titled "Don't Be Racist."
Don't be racist. Don't be racist. If you think a saying slur, go punch your nuts.
Oh my god, is that to the tune of fucking bullshit from Carol and Tuesday?
Yes.
Wonderful. Take a
That's
stunt.
so good. Oh my goodness sakes alive.
successes.
Never mind. Hey, never mind. You're
And
the one
like
doing
a
that roll,
bolt
not
from
not
the blue.
Novari.
Don't be
Oh.
racist. Don't be
Wait,
racist.
Lythander, you had the double nines applied.
Do I have double nines applied still?
Novari gave you the double nines for that roll.
Oh, wait, is this
1,
a
2,
persuade action
3,
as
4,
well?
5, 6,
Yes.
7, 8, 9, 10.
We're Essence
11,
3,
12.
right?
4.
4. So that is 14, 15, 16, 20 successes.
Oh my.
Hey, remember all that concern about the Wyld Hunt being an imperialist power problem beyond that? Not anymore!
wiped away clean, like the pure driven snow.
Hey, Lythander, you were asking where your good rolls are coming.
Yeah!
Here!
I mean, listen, I
have
just wanted like an average roll, not on like 19 dice, not just getting.
Correct 92, the human personification of the bell curve.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my goodness.
You have rolled more successes
bolt
than you
from
have
the blue.
dice.
There is no race. There is no more racist energy on Jeffrey. Thanks to from the Wyld Hunt.
The last
onto
racist is
Jeffrey.
in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Thank
who knew
goodness.
Amir was in captivity?
Amir's not racist. He just has
I'm
class-based opinions. Well, that is still bad, but
Yeah.
Could be extremely
Yeah.
worse.
the point is that your music number is a wild success.
Oh,
Lythander
goodness
looks at Novari
sakes.
and says, "Are you sure that I'm not a starring role?"
Let me just pull up the relevant clip from the Mermaid Sisters.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh boy.
That is very much the vibe I am imagining. Do you shapeshift into fucking Dylan's Lysa for this? The pretty role you have?
Sure.
Oh.
And that's why we keep him around.
Honestly, though,
Funny to
this is such a good song, though.
It is, yeah. It's a shame they got roasted by the judges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've defeated races. Well, perhaps more accurately, I think the actual form this musical number takes is about the discrimination towards anathema, but also about being an imperialist asshole of using effectively the quote-unquote uplifting of quote-unquote tribal people. It's a very in-depth musical number about how bullshit all of that is.
Yeah.
And because of Novari's magic, that does a successful instill action of, hey, maybe we shouldn't conquer people and forcibly induct them into our cultures. Maybe we shouldn't crush everyone in our path.
Give Lythander all your money.
Even with 20 successes.
I know.
I don't know about that part.
There, take the hard bargain. I'm messing with you there.
Yeah. Success.
Yeah. Lythander also does a spectacle with using the infinite alcohol bottle to not drown people, but get people covered in alcohol.
Wait, does that make Giotto no longer racist? He has he has spirit maintaining maneuver, I think. He would use spirit maintaining maneuver here.
Would he, though? Would that still...
I don't know! He's my character now!
Yeah, you're right. He does? Okay.
Unless you would like to retake control of him and have him not use that, which is also fine.
No, you can do it. I mean, I think you have to roll for it, though.
Nope. Once per session, you could just block any social influence perfectly.
I thought it was once per story.
Well, he hasn't used...
He did.
Oh, yeah, against Spider. Chills has the same charm. Is that once per story or once per session? Spirit maintaining maneuver.
What? What? Ah, that's once per
session, yeah.
Let's
He uses it.
Okay.
Session.
He is still an imperialist.
That's fair.
To cause an influence, action, or psyche effect targeting the Exalt to
Does he just say, "See, they're brainwashing us"? He becomes.
Let's use a
Not
different point
quite.
of comparison here.
Yeah.
He is the old man, the angry old rich man trying to shut down the community center that got destroyed by your plucky song and dance music number. He may or may not have become the villain of Footloose.
That hyper bat capitalist from Monster Camp.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So, wow.
I think I realized what the effects of the Orochi's venom, in addition to what Lythander just did, are. You may or may just started a Prasadi civil war when they get back.
Hell yeah!
Oh, goodness. This.
So I guess you're just shoving them off of Jeffrey after heartfelt goodbyes.
If
Maybe
they
some
wanna
people defend-
I was gonna say, if they want to, like Thunder also says, hey, if you want to stay, there's free drinks and free.
I do think that there would be a
buns.
from all the psyche effects being thrown their way, as well as it's not the psyche effect that gets people to stay; it's staying with their loved ones. There are a small but present group of people who do defect to the Ashen Ones.
Okay.
We may or may not be doing a little bit of dancing with wolves here.
Ah.
Not including any of the enemy exalts, though. I will say, I'm assuming Jeffrey returns to shore to vomit them out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do about that Aselsi?
Who?
The one who's gonna
Flatten them
take
with
care of the hit
icebergs.
list.
Oh. We are going to replay the same song on a speaker.
Stop! You have violated the
Oh,
law!
I'm assuming. Do you want to lay down any eclipse oaths on them before they go?
Okay, okay, by the way, also, and then just like putting together all my anima.
Keep in mind your Hearthstone lets you bank anima.
That's okay. That's okay. I still haven't spent any. I haven't spent most of it. And I said, by the way, yada,
You sign the documents of their surrender.
Sign this con. Here's a document of your surrender. It's fairly non-standard. It's mostly just like, terms of unconditional surrender, yada yada yada. They're not allowed to take out your anger on the not allowed to take out your frustration on the on those less fortunate, yada yada yada. You are not allowed to you're not allowed to enact this and that, some penalty box, yada yada yada. Basically, just essentially, this is like a treaty that says that they can't be that limits their ability to be imperialist assholes
to
to
the
the
people in their own country and to those less fortunate than them. Specific wording noted. I think the camera, once they leave, zooms in on Gyatso, saying, "We can't go home empty-handed. They'll fucking kill us, and I don't want to disappoint my children."
Yeah, no, that would be Gatsu Core.
I think Gyatso would then look in the direction of Yadana.
Oh. Huh.
That wouldn't break the oath.
It wouldn't.
But that's a story for another day.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the good news is we conquered part of the coast. Oh, did you kill the anathema? We conquered part of the coast.
Oh, and we found a bunch of weird bodies in this church over here. Very
And
strange.
mushrooms.
Do any of your children accompany the Prasadi back
Yes.
to spread their spores? Okay. Telltale games pop up. The world will remember this.
Remember that.
So here's the thing: they would sneak on without Lythander's knowledge.
Okay.
Because you saw them wandering off, trying to wander off into salt water.
Yep.
Teenage rebellion has started already.
Yeah.
This is what Lythander has done. I am pulling up the... Okay, yeah, good. I found the image macro. Thank you. This is Lythander right now.
Oh, goodness.
Or is that accurate?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And now that Gavel, you emerge in the middle of your funeral of a warrior's death that they're still putting on just in case anyone else is watching.
Uh-huh.
And it's at this point when Long shows back up.
Zombie.
All right, no one is watching for now. The shepherd has... I called in a favor on him, and he has caused something to make heaven turn its eyes from here for now. So...
That's good, at least.
You are now dead, quote unquote. I have killed...
Indeed.
or at least those blessed by me, have killed you. Which means you can now go under, and... Where are you going to be doing your hero shit? Are you going to take care of the Ziri? That seems like the next big problem, causing misery for people. Slavery is, of course, super evil and all that shit, so that seems like the next logical target.
Indeed.
I hear a but.
No, there is no but. I'm just mulling over how exactly we're going to take care of this issue.
Beyond that, though, there is the matter of the other half of this spiritual rebirth. And I think he reassumes his true dragon form. It is very much the vibe of you have summoned the Shenron with the Dragon Balls.
Yep.
Yes. He is floating over you in this pose.
You have assembled all the Dragon Balls, now make your one wish.
Hear me, one and all. Champions who have fought an impossible battle. Your leader yet lives. Yeah, we knew that. What? I think he breaks character. What? Yeah, we were all putting on an act. It was part of the fucking play. Did the big dragon not know that?
No.
Oh. Anyway. Through this matter to conclude and for me to escape the sidereal's curse, I grant you a new title. Henceforth you shall be known as Gavel, the Hammer of the Yosi.
There we go. Pretty apt title, if I do say so myself.
Another telltale item pops up. Hey, you're gonna be meeting a bunch of other Infernals. Maybe there might be some scraps over who gets to hold that chair.
Yeah. Gavel's gonna have to fist fight a lot of people in hell.
Including Pete.
Especially Pete.
We'll be right behind you.
That is definitely, he spends several motes for this as a, divine proclamation. So this has weight, and probably, if you want to use your, major milestone to up your influence, that'd be a perfect way to represent that. Otherwise, we could just tack that onto your existing influence in the region.
Let's tack that on to my current influence in the region.
Alright. This might also influence how I introduce Gavel at the start of each episode.
Oh boy.
Maybe extend things out a little, but beyond that...
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Any other lingering issues anyone wants to take over? Oh, right! A bunch of you still have fucking aggravated injuries.
Yes.
Half of Lythander's health track is filled with aggravated damage, but I think there is one other thing to note beyond that of someone who isn't leaving immediately with the rest of, the people. Shineback. If you'll recall, Shineback took the, Caress of 10,000 Hells bargain to escape dying, and I did double check the math. He would have died from that if he hadn't done that.
Wow.
And he now It has a major intimacy of, was it awe, fear, or guilt? Yeah, he has a minor or major, whichever one, intimacy of guilt towards Aura. He lingers behind the rest of the troop as they are signing the documents of surrender. He sheepishly rubs the back of his head and walks over to Lythander. You really weren't doing anything to them?
Sorry, what was that?
Shineback is doing his apology run back tour. He's releasing his plain text apology document on Twitter.
I mean, that's good. Right?
Which may or may not have been AI generated. Actually, no, this one wasn't.
You really weren't doing anything to them? Really?
No, we weren't.
And I was being misinformed because I was told that you and your prior self had corrupted my people and led them into a life of barbarism.
I mean,
And yet I see plenty of outhouses everywhere, so clearly that was a lie.
yes, I mean, So, I don't want to be rude and say that I gave them these abilities so that they could survive harsher conditions that they were basically slaves to. But I did.
So what are you going to do from here?
I mean, what's more to do except protect those that I helped? What are you going to do from here?
I initially considered staying, but I was born and raised from Prasad all my life, and it was due to a dumb stroke of luck that I lit up with the power of the dragons at all. When I get back there, I'm going to have to... Internal reformism, I believe, is the word. I'm going to have words with some of the monks who told me that my people were being oppressed. Clearly they were not, and moreover, this whole mission, I was under the intent we were here to kill demons, not to oppress the weak. And that was a lie, and I mean to confront those responsible. I would like to return someday, however. Not as a conqueror, but as a servant of the world, and as those blessed with the power of the dragons, it's our responsibility to protect against threats within and without.
How about as a friend?
Maybe.
How about
I should
as a
note,
friend?
though, and he very carefully reaches for his flame piece, but he is holding it by the barrel in a very... I am not trying to fire this or point this threateningly. He is just lifting it in his primary hands. He holds it up. It is vibrating intensely. In the direction of deeper in the ocean. This...
I do the same and see if...
Yes, but for a
see if
different
mine
reason.
does it.
You know that your flame piece's innate ability is to detect creatures of darkness. And I think Shineback says when it detects a threat to the world, an enemy of the world, or perhaps more accurately, this was forged from... There is a tiny firing pin in this made of star metal. Effectively, what he's saying is this detects threats to fate. Ever since we came here, there's been subtle things going wrong in the worst way possible that I never really put together until that whole song and dance you were putting on about how the worst is behind us. That wasn't the case. Because consistently, I've seen the maxim of anything that can go wrong does go wrong. With malice. Maybe this is just me speaking over surviving a brush with near death. But if this is accurate, he gestures to his flame piece, there is something twisting fate to its worst possible conclusion. This is only the warning signs, and perhaps that was only a test firing of such, but I could scarcely imagine a greater threat to all of creation than that. Something that makes the worst possible scenario always true. creating the worst of all possible worlds. Hey, you know that thing I've been talking about for 50 episodes in every episode crawl?
Yeah.
The greatest recreations ever known?
Was man.
Indeed.
Nope, it's the disaster engine.
Oh.
Oh. Hold on.
That's not the actual name of the artifice. What do you think Final Climber Fallen Star has been doing in the background this whole time?
Oh, she's been revving up that disaster engine?
She's been building, the Nightmare Machine. It's one of those Baroque setting artifacts that has 100 different names, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, whatever, it just had a test firing, and that may or may not have had an effect on the war itself, but it definitely had the effect of making a lot of people miserable. And perhaps more importantly, I think from the exact angle you see it vibrating at, and Shineback says this next, I also know that we were only at the outskirts of this. If I'm reading this angle right, he looks closer towards Gazir. Then the true testing grounds were there. We would have only been caught in the aftershock. The loom of fate would have only twinged. There it would have been akin to the quake. And Gazir is naturally also in the direction of Palanquin, where you'll be headed anyway.
Yep.
Do you have any... I don't know if allies is the right word, because even if you're not demons, the heavens have a low view of you, I would imagine.
Yes, even after all we've done for the heavens, well, not for them, but that helped them out too, yes.
Regardless, if you have any allies up there, bring them to bear, because
We're going to need
you
them.
will need their help. That's where the loom is, after all, if I remember the texts right. It's about at this time that Foggy receives a message.
Gorge?
He is to go to the city of Palanquin and utilize the Gate to Malpheus there to track down the thief. Because it was, after all, not just the Pieces of Immortality that Tepet Atep stole. He also stole the Scrolls of Disaster.
Oh.
Something even harder to steal, arguably, than the Pieces of Immortality, because that is effectively one of the setting equivalents of Fort Knox.
Huh.
He successfully heisted, the master key to the Arsenal of Heaven.
Oh, goodness.
That's,
The Storm Dragon's Arsenal.
very bad.
Yeah? That's why they're sending a Sidereal after him. It is, in fact, bad enough they're sending one of the Special Forces agents.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like...
And in order to prepare for this mission, I almost said Goofy. That's a bit too close to home. Foggy is, in fact, being drilled by creation's best martial artist.
There we go.
I have the picture of her from the Exalted 3rd Edition Sidereals. This is Anna Sin.
Oh. Huh.
Hey!
Very appropriately,
Lady.
she has the most powerful eyebrows I've ever seen.
Exactly. So much so she needs two of them.
She has two eyes. Two
And we cut
sets
to
of
a
eyebrows.
brief training sequence. You know that scene in 358 Days when Roxas just gets slapped within an inch of his life by Lexius?
Pretty much, yeah.
That.
Oh, goodness.
I think also, I know that you said you wanted to get the assistance of the Silver Pact, Lythander, so we're probably going to close out on that when we still have a little bit of time left. Remember that Selkie Shape Endowment guy from Session 1 Night Day?
Maybe.
You see his bird form fly up to and shapeshift back into him. Sorry I'm late. Oh, you already beat the Wyld... Well, I came here with several pieces of information anyways. I'm to understand from divinations that you're headed to Malpheus.
Yes.
Well, you're not the only lunar going there right now.
Oh, is Leopard heading?
No.
No. Is Venom Stinger going?
Not to my knowledge, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I think it actually...
More importantly than that, the Queen of Fangs will be entering there. Roxy herself.
Oh! Oh, shoot, that's actually pretty big.
Yakuza intro card. Currently one of the best sorcerers in all of creation.
As I said, that's pretty big info.
I don't know why she's going there, but there is a possibility of you encountering her, and I know she's better with those magics than Leopard is.
So she's going to be a better ally. God.
I don't know if she's someone you'd want as an ally.
I mean, have you seen my allies?
She has a reputation of eating babies for a reason. No, I don't think that's true. I think that's something she deliberately planted to make herself look intimidating, but if she's willing to spread that rumor about herself, that still says a lot.
I mean, yes, but I mean, it also shows us that she is capable.
The forerunner for this is revealing that she is in fact a vegetarian.
No, not vegetarian. Vegan.
Ah, yes. What about my cakes? That's milk and eggs, bitch!
Yeah.
And beyond that, moreover, is through your victory in a duel over Leopard, the pact has seen fit to recognize you as a Shahanya. A teacher.
I don't teach, though. I don't know how to teach, I should say.
Well, the practical benefits of that is if you run across any young lunars, you no longer are recommended to direct them towards us. You can now train them if you see fit.
Lythander's just sitting here like, I've been kind of doing that this entire time.
Not any young lunars, specifically.
That is true.
Regardless, Leopard is not happy with you, but that's not relevant to here. I'm here on Denise's behalf.
I mean, Leopard was stealing my prize, so I mean...
I'm not saying he's right to be upset with you.
No, I understand that. I'm just letting you know that I know that you know that I know that...
And the other reason I'm here is to give you a warning about something else that showed up in Malpheus. It's night by now, and it's at this point when some of the planets are out. And in conjunction for assorted alignments here, he points towards a planet you are not sure you've really seen before because it's very dark, and he in fact does bring out a spyglass and has to lend it to you in order to point out what exactly he's showing of. Do you know of a god by the name of Nebiru?
The meteor?
Is that what it is? I'm not familiar with the style bodies. The point is that it was one... Nebiru was an incarnate who did not side with the others in the revolution. In revenge for supporting, even in inaction, the Primordials, they imprisoned him in his own planet.
And is that planet crashing down upon us now?
No, it's dead.
Oh.
The only way he could have escaped is if he had completely burned himself out and sacrificed his own existence via creating exaltations. We call them Umbrals. And there is at least one present in Malpheus. It's not as bad as that Heart Eater from a while back, I will say that much, but they are powerful. Definitely up there with the rest of the Celestial host. And with prowess over emotions and of the world itself. They warp reality. Essentially, they're an entire splat like the one guy from Akira.
Darn it, I haven't seen that movie.
They're effective. I'm trying to say, they're incredibly powerful psychics.
Okay.
Slash, this woman. This woman is a perfect example of an Umbral.
Oh! I see.
Very powerful, but the power is also tied with, hang-ups, shall we say.
That's certainly a word for it.
Deliberately causing misery and hang-ups in Malpheus. A place that already sucks to live in. It appears to be deliberately ruining the relationships of demons between each other.
Not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
From my point of view, the Jedi... Yeah, we heard that already. Go away. See you if we ever run Star Wars.
From my point of view, Dark Plagueis the Bye.
It's not a story the Hets would tell you. I think that we may have... Is there anything else you guys want to do aside from taking care of recovery actions? Because you guys have aggravated damage, and that only heals via Lythander's magic.
I'm going to use my magic to heal.
Alright, go ahead and give me the rolls.
I'm healing everybody besides myself first. I'm the last.
I think the only one with ag damage right now is Gavel, and she only has like 1 box. So it's difficulty 1.
That's 6 successes.
Actually, I have a bunch of aggravated damage.
Oh, okay then. Oh, right. Aura also has ag damage.
How much?
Because I don't actually remember if I do. Because I took a lot of this aggravated damage from Gyatso.
I don't think his damage was aggravated. It was just normal lethal.
Oh.
Yeah, then the normal
then in
healing
that case,
factor would have taken care of it. In that case, it's just Lythander from the Righteous Devil style.
Alright, so I healed... I healed 3
Yep,
because
you do.
difficulty...
Well, no, you need to clear the difficulty. You don't need to exceed it.
Oh, what's the difficulty for me?
You got like 4 boxes of ag damage, so...
Alright, so I'm gonna use an Excellency. Oh, wait a second. Have I been rolling correctly? I have not. Oops.
What's up?
I should have had a -1 dice penalty throughout this entire thing.
It's alright.
I'm gonna fix this here. Oh! Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
fine.
You're good. You still got it.
It's also at this point, as you're getting up to leave, you hear a wind-carried word in the distance. You stole my kill.
Who said that?
The voice of that water aspect hucking, icebergs at you, Excelsi, you know him as, is just very angrily, fuck you.
What did I do to you?
We were not able to respond back to that, so... By putting the Wyld Hunt out of his range.
Gotcha.
So, we could at least have time to get started on the travel venture to successfully get to Palanquin.
Sure.
Alright, let's go back into the ventures segment. Travel. Yep, standard travel venture. Are you sailing there on Jeffrey?
More than likely.
Okay. Alright, one scene, base obstacles, let's say, 4. Primary, pool to be used here is navigate for the most part. Other abilities might become relevant. The first, difficulty here with this is that, Yazir and its surrounding environs, now including Palanquin, have now been protectively enchanted with storms, perpetually. Difficulty 4 to get through the nightmare weather. And this is not normal storms here you're seeing. Standard blood storms, but also it appears to be raining... Why is it raining knives? No, wait, those are fucking literal knives. What? The good thing,
No.
And make this first roll with the 3 dice bonus thanks to Boundary Marking Meditation from Nue.
It's, who got a hold of, the Ashes of Eden stand from the JoJo campaign?
Oh my god, yeah. I wasn't deliberately stealing from Yalatos, it's just that we run on the same vein.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Sometimes our wires just cross just right.
Oh, actually, they released a PDF for Eidolon 2 2nd edition. I'll have to point you to their Patreon later for that.
Heck yes.
Anyway.
Please do.
Yeah. Someone give me a navigate roll. Difficulty 4.
I have 0 navigation.
New.
Either have to be up to Orda.
I have no navigation.
Nue has 3 navigate. She can roll if Chills is. It sounded like Chills was having a massive cough spite, so.
Yeah, it was. I think it's okay.
Okay,
for
let me go double
roll,
check her
yes.
sheet to make sure I have the numbers right. Oh, she has 4 navigate, actually. And I think she has a lunar specific charm for exactly these kinds of situations. Let me double check. Should be on here somewhere. Dauntless Yedem Caravan. While leading a group participating in a travel venture, an looter with a charm may ignore any obstacles related to environmental hazards, such as blistering deserts, toxic swamps, stormy sea. Oh, she doesn't even need to roll. She just auto-succeeds.
Wow.
Yeah, so the protective spines that she gave to Jeffrey just extend further and perfectly parry all the knives. Midway through the celebratory feast for actually winning the war, everyone, I should say, the Ashen Ones are super over the moon right now. They just defeated Prasad, their whole lifelong enemy who tried to conquer them in the past. There is reaching a fever pitch. I think at some point during this Gavel, you are approached by the ghosts of the few Ashen Ones who have fallen in battle. Hey, we're getting fucking prayer. Boss, they're praying to us. What the fuck do we do? Ancestor worship is a fairly common thing that happens in Exalted among a lot of nomadic people not affiliated with the Immaculate Order. Technically, it's the second biggest faith in the setting. I just never thought they would... These people never thought, now that they are the ancestors, that it would happen to them. And to some extent, there's a lot of spiritual threats that happen to people, in an animistic-ish kind of, if you squint setting like this, of you need to look after their people's welfare through blessings and combat curses. They don't know what to do. You're the only person with any spiritual training here.
Oh no.
I'm being worshipped. What do we do? Please help. The second obstacle that could be solved with either performance or with performance or embassy. Working out the Ashen One's new belief structure.
I have a bunch of embassy.
And I'm assuming that this is the solution Gavel wants to do with, rather than, say, getting any new gods to help support your people.
Alright, let's see, do you want a specific attribute with that?
Any.
Any? Oh, and I have an excellency in embassy.
Nice.
Fantastic. Alright.
Now work on some new scriptures.
Okay. So that'll be... Please? 7 successes.
Do any of your Exalt advantages help? Like your anima effects, rather.
Passive. Extras and non-heroic
it would
mortals
be your
cannot
active
ignore
one
these.
here, I think.
Active. Rebuking any authority, none of the Yozi. The Infernal encourages listeners to exact justice with their own hands. Add her essence in successes on social influence rolls, provoking characters to acts of rebellion or anarchy.
This is rebelling against heaven because it's worshipping ghosts and not gods.
Alright, so add 4 successes onto that.
That means it's 11 successes? God damn.
Oh.
You have a very comprehensive scripture you bash out over the course of an afternoon. Like, you effectively write a whole fucking religious treatise.
Excellent.
And it's a very comprehensive, structure of, okay, this is how you pay respects to ancestors. Ancestors, this is how you are delegated to protect against bad weather. This is how you manipulate essence patterns in order to help your descendants. so on and so
Mhm.
forth. This is what you possess during the day so you don't get dissolved by the light of the sun.
Oh, yeah.
This is-
That's the important
These are some
one.
new burial customs we should probably work out to honor the Yozi.
Mm-hmm.
So on and so forth. In regards to the venture for this, how this helps the travel. This was the morale and religious upheaval obstacle in your way. For overflow successes, that was difficulty 5. You got, I think, 6 over.
Yes.
Reading through the potential, you could get a temporary. Oh, that's the session's about to end, so that's not really relevant for it. You know what? You can make a highly accurate map up to a maximum of +5, granting +1 die
my
to navigate
goodness.
dice rolls with it. As you, Jeffrey puts his head real high over the clouds, and that gives you a bird's eye view
Awesome.
of a lot of the environs and a plan of attack on Ysir that you normally would not, and Palanquin, you would not normally have access to.
Mm-hmm.
So, working with Nue, who has all the navigate dice, you make effectively, you get a pretty accurate, if not totally accurate, representation of, I'm pinging the relevant portion of the map of Palanquin and the Isle of Ysir beyond it.
Yes.
Like, that's the section of the map you got access to, and I will, over the course of next week, be reading over the relevant sections in the setting book that came out for Ysir in order to prepare for this.
Yay.
You might need to sneak into Palanquin and possibly do a little bit of liberation. Because they were not conquered willingly. You'll want to help them out, maybe.
Rebellion and Anarchy.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Yep. Next step, rough terrain. The ocean is fighting you. And there's only because
Literally?
you start to realize there have been some water elementals that have been sorcerously bound to oppose ships not allied with Ysir. Yes, literally.
Goodness.
Give you a choice of either physique or navigate in order to beat the ocean. Nue can try and do this with a physique check to literally beat up the ocean.
What's Nue's physique at?
5.
5? Yeah, let her do
I
it.
say
Alright, she
let
will
her
in
do
fact
it.
be spending an excellency and boosting to legendary size in order to, in order for this to be really feasible. Beating up the ocean. 17 dice.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, 18 dice, since she's using the super mode.
Do it, Nue. Oh
Nice.
my goodness.
9 successes. I believe that she's spending 3 of those successes on being known as that woman who fought the ocean and won. +3 to social
Oh,
rolls
goodness.
in this next arc, for when that is relevant. And for the other 2, she'll just bank those as 2 dice on whoever makes the last roll. Let's say that this is a stealth check to get everyone to hide Jeffrey's approach. Now that you're past all the automated defenses. Lythander, you want to do that?
So what is stealth plus what now?
Fortitude plus stealth.
4-2 plus stealth.
With an extra 2 dice from Nue's roll, and you could use the group stealth charm if you want that you have.
Alright, because I also think where is that? I think that do I still actually have that, or did I not?
You
Guiding
must have lost it.
Shadow Shroud?
Yep, that's the one, yeah.
Alright. May activate her... Commit 1 mote, the Exalted makes... Okay, I do have a stealth excellency, so...
And you would have all gotten your motes back to full by now. It's been several weeks. A long voyage to get here. A long voyage of exciting ergonomics and spiritual enlightenment.
Alright, so it is going to be 14 dice here.
Alright.
You said plus 2 dice, you said?
Yep.
So 16 dice.
Difficulty 7.
So close.
Spider's gonna do an assist action.
Okay.
Hey, you know what would help hide us if we approached via the underworld?
I hate that you're right. but you're right.
Unfortunately, he has the same nautical qualities as Zoro. He still got 3 successes.
So that's an extra dice.
Yep.
I just need 1.
You got
Not
it.
1.
You got it.
Yeah.
Even with you attempting to accidentally beat Jeffrey, you hide yourself in, you aren't actually able to get to a Shadowland or the Underworld in time to hide, but I think his advice of hiding in a place that normally wouldn't look is accurate, because Jeffrey is still technically a border march of the Wyld, and Jeffrey briefly remembers that he was a flying island.
What?
What
do you mean?
Fly to the Valkyries.
Jeffrey takes to the sky.
That's sick.
They're so busy looking at the seas, they won't think to look up!
That's sick!
And it's real important for next session, too, because Palanquin's a city in the clouds. Remember when you posted that Butt City image? You're headed to that location.
I do.
You're headed to Butt Town next session.
Shit.
And that's probably a good place to leave off with Palanquin and the statues holding it off on the horizon. But before we properly end off, we have to thank our patrons.
Our dear patrons. Multiple,
Multiple.
in fact.
Thank you to GB and to Storm for supporting us
Indeed.
at the 6-sided dice tier.
Thank you very much, you two.
Thank you very much. We appreciate all the help that our friends are able to give us, and even if you don't give us some financial support, shooting us out a little bit of stuff on social media and reposting, or even just paying attention to us on the Exalted Discord or the Scion Discord or other places where we're active, is a help. Well, in the near future, I'll be trying to promote our episodes a bit better, and perhaps other games will occur in the meantime too. Who knows?
Woohoo.
In any case, thank you for listening. Next time, we're going to hell. Literally.
Yeah. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
But on the way to hell, we might liberate a city. Who knows?
Or 2.
Or 2, yeah.
Or 5.
Or 17.
In any case, hell and also
High water.
the Hell and High Water. That's a good episode name. I'll keep that in mind. I'm hitting stop. Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you this and other AP content, like Tomb of the Red Giant, the first half of our complete JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, as well as Rune Runners, our Icon AP. We'll also have a Patreon by the time you hear this. If you like what you've heard so far, feel free to drop us a little bit of money if you can afford to do so, and we could bring you even more content in the future. APs live and die by word of mouth, so if you liked us, please drop us a follow, like, share, retweet, whatever you could think of to help us out. We are excited to bring you more bi-weekly content in 2 weeks from now for the next FateBreakers, and other episodes time permitting. See you then.